Well, folks, it's that time of year where we sit down, have a little chat, and show you what's in my art bag. I don't know about you, but at this time of year, I just love the chill, sit down, chatty videos where we're just hanging out. Also, this is one of those videos that kind of goes over some of the supplies that I use like on the go. And sometimes when I'm sitting down and making art in a video, it either doesn't feel logical to say what I'm using at that moment, or I simply just forget. So if you're one of the curious folks who want to know what kind of supplies that I use on the go, hang around with me. I will open this up for you and show you what it is that I've been using. Before we get started, I have something so exciting to share with you. This is something that I have been hiding for months. I made pencil cases. These things are huge. They have a beautiful quilted design, and they're also made with cosmetics in mind. So you can either put art supplies in here or use it as like a travel bag for your makeup, skincare, whatever. So yeah, this is what it looks like. I'm using my Wings and Whimsy design. It has butterflies, moths, monstera leaves, tons of like really cute nature themed elements. So yeah, if you want one of these for yourself, they're now available at mirabyler.com. They start shipping out today. I'm gonna try to get these out as fast as possible. Sophia and I will be packing these orders like right after this video goes live. So yeah, if you're looking for a new pencil case and you wanna treat yourself for the holidays, maybe treat somebody else, go to mirabyler.com and you can get one for yourself. I will link it down below. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited to show you everything that's inside of here and just geek out over art supplies with you. I'm also excited to show you the design that's inside this bag. I worked on this for a really long time, and I wanted to make something that felt like cozy, like a blanket, but also artsy and happy with really bright colors. So look at the inside of this. It is like the beautiful gingham pattern, and it says Mira Byler on the inside. I'm so excited about this. This is probably one of the items in my shop that I am most proud of because I put so much work into this, and to finally have it as like a tangible item after going back and forth for such a long time, designing a pattern. And I made this pattern purposely match my mystery boxes back there. So yeah, anyway, a lot of thought went into this. Yeah, you'll probably hear me talk about it for a while because I'm so excited about it. But anyway, let's just go over everything that's in my art bag because this is what I'm into lately. And it might surprise you because the supplies that I use when I'm not on the go is usually like acrylic and oil painting, but what's in this bag is a lot different. So let's just open it up. First of all, we have this paint palette here. And this here is just gouache on this side and watercolor over here. I made this palette up myself. It's just colors that I like to use a lot. And I will show you something that I did with it recently, actually. I've been doing some little projects on the side just for fun, and this is something that I did with my friend the other day. I wasn't actually on the go when I did this. The only place I went was to my kitchen table, but anyway. So I did a bunch of little things like this. I'm doing a lot of like nature elements right now because it's going to be a pattern for future art merch, like reusable grocery bags or more pencil cases, that kind of stuff, washi tapes, stickers. So yeah, I'm doing like mushrooms and snails and everything. I'll show you it up close here. So yeah, I used this watercolor palette here for like the under layers. I'm still actually working on it. It's still in progress, but I'm also using like some colored pencils and stuff too. This, not really sure what I'm doing with that yet, but anyway, there's my experimental side if you wanted to see it. This is like the kind of stuff I do off camera lately. Like it's really therapeutic, and I'm just really into a lot of nature-y things when it comes to like doodles. If you want to see updates on this later, let me know. Maybe I will share it in like a studio vlog or something. This thing is so nice though, because it really does hold a lot of stuff. Like the fact that it can hold my travel watercolor palette says a lot, but I really wanted this pencil case to be really practical for both cosmetics and art supplies. I am somebody who likes to travel with watercolors, so the fact that it fits this and some paintbrushes, awesome. The next thing I have in here are a couple Posca pens. These ones are like my favorite colors of Posca pens. I think they do a really good job with like pinks and peach colors. At least those are the ones that I'm drawn to with their stuff. So I have these in here. They're the wide nib ones. They're really fun to shake, you know? I decided to only carry 4 with me though, because these are the colors that I use most often. These are acrylic paint markers, by the way. Next, let's see what we pull out. Okay, so I have some more acrylic paint markers, and these ones are from Art X. I really like these ones a lot. I think I actually like them more than Posca's. I just like the brush nib. It feels more practical for my art style or like the things that I enjoy making. So anyway, the greens in their set were like so pretty that I had to put them in my travel art bag because I really enjoy using them. They're probably almost out of ink though. I do need to get more of those markers. So the next thing, they don't have water in them right now, but these travel paintbrushes for this watercolor tray. I actually took a break from using these for a really long time. There's a paintbrush in here somewhere, and I'm trying to decide if I want to just like go back to these. So I'm just carrying them both right now. If you're not familiar with these are travel paintbrushes that hold your water here in this cartridge, and then you take the cap off, and then you dip this in your paint, and you can squeeze the handle and water comes out. You don't even really have to squeeze the handle. It will naturally come out too, depending on the type of brush that you have. So yeah, I have a couple of these in here. They're really nice. They used to be super trendy a couple years ago, actually. All right, some of the things in here you've probably seen me use for years, and I feel like at this point I'm just settled enough on my art supplies that I know what I like. So you'll probably see me mention them a lot over the years because of that. I have these Tombow markers, and you can kind of tell what my color scheme is when it comes to like travel art supplies or just doodles. Literally very similar color schemes. Oh my, I even have a peach from each one kind of. Anyway, these are Tombow markers here. I really like these because there's 2 nibs on each marker. So I feel like for a travel art bag, I'm getting a lot out of one supply, and that's less that I have to carry. So yeah, there's a bullet nib on this side and a brush nib on this side. I have had these markers for probably 3 or 4 years now, and they're still kicking, they're still doing good. I don't use them like a ton, but when I do, great experience. Wow, it's pretty wild to think that I haven't even shown you like half of what's in this bag. Like, this is a lot of stuff, so that's really awesome. Okay, some other things. Oh, I'm so excited to show you everything. Okay, my tried and true thing. If you know me, I always have one of these on me, a ballpoint pen. Specifically this brand. It is the Pentel Energel. This is the one I prefer to sign all my prints with. This is the one I like to doodle with. Anytime I need to take notes for something, gotta have one of these. Okay, that's a weird question of the day, but I feel like everybody has their favorite ballpoint pen. So I want to know what yours is. I would say my second favorite is this Sharpie S-Gel pen. And then aside from that, I just like free pens. Anything that's free. That's it. Okay, so another thing I have in here, when I like to do watercolor on the go, I usually like tape off a little square or a rectangle and paint in that area. Then I peel the tape off to have really clean edges. I have 2 washi tapes in my art bag. I actually made these washi tapes, so it's kind of fun to use them in my own creative process. And now I have a pencil case that I can also use. But yeah, I really enjoy using these ones because they're glittery washi tapes. So they're a little thicker and more durable, and I feel like it's more practical for watercolor painting. Okay, some other things. Oh, another beigey peach Tombow marker, of course. Okay, so this thing here, I have had this for a couple years, and I decided to finally put it in my art bag because I feel like they're the perfect size for traveling, and if I don't want to bring my sketchbook with me or like a pad of paper, then I can just take my art bag and then I will have these little illustration boards. I have never used these yet though, so yeah, I'm curious how it will work. It does say it's for dry media, but I like to really push the rules on that kind of stuff, so I will probably use watercolor with it and just see how it works. It's pretty thick. Anyway, if you have ever used this, let me know what you think of it, because I have been wanting to try it. Maybe I'll test it in a video sometime. I don't know. Okay, so some other things I have in here. As I said, I do have this paintbrush in here. It's a really cheap old paintbrush, but for some reason it never gets bent when I put it in my bags. I don't know. I have bravely carried it in my pencil bags in the past, and I'm doing it again, and so far still no bending. It's holding up, but I, as I said, have decided to use these ones too. Okay, so I have some drawing pencils. These are just the Amazon Basics drawing pencils. I tested them in a video like last year or the year before, and yeah, I just carry them with me. As you can see, I don't actually use pencils all that often, so they still don't really look like they're used, but I carry them as like a safety net. If I do use pencils when I'm like sketching on the go, I like to use these colored ones here. So Prismacolor Cull Erase. That is so hard to say, let me just say. These have been like my tried and true sketching pencils over the years if I just want like a pop of color in my sketchbook. And then these like colored mechanical pencils have also been great. And the cool thing, I have these little refills for each color too. It's just the Pilot Color Eno pencils. I don't even know if they still sell these because I've had mine for years, but they have lasted for years. And I bought them in like a big pack of tons of different colors. Currently, I'm using the pink and purple, but I was using red and blue for a really long time. It's kind of funny showing you the supplies that are in my art bag because I really feel like over the years it has not changed a lot. But I feel like I never address what I carry around anymore because I haven't done tons of sketchbook videos this year. Anyway, let's see. I have 2 Copic markers. I do think it's really fun to put like pops of yellow on pages, so it is nice to have a yellow marker. Okay, I also have these Jelly Roll gel pens. I really like these 2 colors. Okay, I also have a couple erasers. This one honestly looks like it's been through it, but it's just been rubbing against other supplies in my art bag. This is the one that I've been using though. I'm the type of person who keeps 2 or 3 erasers on me in an art bag because I have a fear of like losing stuff. And with undoing your mistakes, if you lose your ability to undo that when you're on the go, I don't know, I just need a couple of them. Does anybody else feel that way? Let me know in the comments. So I also have these 2 Fineliners here. This is a Copic multi-liner, and then this one is a Sakura Micro Perm. Hope I'm saying that right. I don't use fine liners all that often, but again, when I'm traveling, doodling in my sketchbook, sometimes I like to do like Zentangles and stuff like that. So it is nice to have them on me. Another thing, my tried and true, I always need one of these on me, a white colored pencil. This one looks nasty. It just means it's well loved, but I go through a lot of white colored pencils. Okay, the final thing that is in this art bag, I'm so excited about this, but remember when I used to use these Art Philosophy watercolors all the time? I am pretty sure they have redone their packaging a couple times since I have bought these, but mine are still holding up really well, and I really, really like them. So this is what it looks like. You open it up, and you can mix your colors up here, and then there's also this cute swatch card. You open it up here, you have more surface area to mix your colors, and then here's your pans of watercolor. Super cute, compact, perfect for traveling. So I chose the Essence palette because it has a lot of nature colors for my art bag. I have almost all of their palettes though, so I can just change them out as I want. Anyway, that's everything that was in my art bag. Look how cute the inside is. It says Mira Byler, and then it's this really cute gingham pattern. Let's put it all back in the bag. I will show you how it fits. It fits really well. I'm gonna put the watercolor palettes on the bottom this time though, just for funsies. Okay, there's the watercolor palettes. Remember, we have all of this stuff to put back in here. Pastas. It really is impressive like how much stuff fits inside of this pencil bag. So I'm pretty happy. It really does feel rewarding to have worked for such a long time on a pencil bag / cosmetic bag. And then it's like a really useful item for me to use, but also as an artist and thinking about certain art supplies, having you folks in mind, and I'm hoping that this is a really practical, functional thing for you to use as well. You know, I realize I have not made a lot of sketchbook videos this year. If that is something you want to see in 2024, let me know. Are you still drawing in your sketchbooks? I'm mostly doing stuff on like watercolor pads at my kitchen table or in coffee shops. I don't really carry super tiny sketchbooks lately, but I don't know. I'm a phasey person, a phasey artist, you know? Thank you so much for hanging out with me and just looking at art supplies and geeking out together. Again, if you want your own pencil bag or if you want to put your makeup in it, whatever, you can go to mirabyler.com. Thank you so much for hanging out, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Bye.